Big Sue's Bodybuilding.
What's going on, world? You are tuned in to Big Sue's Bodybuilding. This video is kind of an amendment to the previous video about when I was finished with my deload lifting week. I wanted to fill you in on give you a little more information on what I did during that week. Can't talk right now. Just finished a back and hamstrings workout, so I'm a little bit beat down. And this is the first week coming back off of the deload. So anyhow, what I did during the deload week, like I said before, I did 50% of my maximum working weights, not 1 rep max, because I don't do 1 rep max. I think that's more just for ego, and you know, you can cause a lot of injury trying to get 1 rep, and what the hell is 1 rep gonna do you anyhow? But I use 50% of my maximum working weights. So say I did 8 reps, a set of 8 reps with 90-pound barbell curl, and that was what I did. That was the final set. That was the most that I could get with that weight. Well, I'm going to use a 45-pound weight for the deload week, 50% of that max weight that I use for the working sets. Okay. Now this is really where. Oh, and I wanted to absolutely concentrate on doing focused, very controlled movements, slow movements, just concentrate on retraining my body on how to perform these lifts. Now, what I want to make an amendment to with the previous video, as far as nutrition wise, I kept almost everything the same. I also used the deload week as a week to kind of go into an extreme calorie surplus, just to kind of up my body's caloric intake for a week, get a little excess food in me, little excess calories. Yeah, I just said that. So like I said, it's a kind of I use it as a short phase bulking. Now I'm still on a calorie surplus, but not as dramatic as last week when I wasn't burning all the calories. Also, what I did, I completely went off of the NitroFuse 6. I completely went off of that. I really didn't see a need for it as far as lifting wise, and I wanted to kind of just clear it out of my system. So it continues to have a good effect on me. So I completely went off of NitroFuse 6. I cut down the Hikamax by 1/3. Instead of taking 3 tablets per day, I was taking 2 tablets per day. So I was still getting an intake, but it was decreased to go along with the decreased activity. Creatine monohydrate, I took that down by 1/3. And the arginine powder, I cut that by half. So, and then the last 2 days of my training week, I completely cut out arginine powder altogether. So that's what I did as far as supplement wise. And you just kind of have to experiment with your body and find out what works for you. And that's really what I was doing with this, was I was experimenting, because, you know, I don't know how it works. I could go off supplements completely, or I could tone them down. Just like I could stop lifting completely, or I could tone it down. I chose just to tone it down, to deload the supplements as well as deloading the weight. So, I hope that fills you in a little more information as far as my previous week deload. And this is my first week back lifting at normal weights, and I murdered my legs yesterday, so it's probably going to be a week before I can walk normal again. But that's what happens when you come back, and, you know, feels good to get back into it, and it's a good pain. Alright, till next time, keep pumping!